Okay, let's take a look at compounds which are made of nonmetals and are neutral. How do we write formulas for them and how do we name them? First off, if I had N2O5 given me and I had to write the name, I would notice that it's made of all nonmetals and that there is a 2 and a 5. That 2 and that 5 are going to make their way into the name for this compound as Greek prefixes. It's going to be di, and then I'll write the name of the chemical, the N, nitrogen, and then the 5 would be pent or penta, and then oxide. A couple things to notice. First off, the ending of the name, IDE. Always end these compounds with an IDE. Also, why is it pentoxide and not pentaoxide? To be honest, I've seen it both ways. I don't know that one is preferable to the other. I just don't know on that, so I would accept either way. Now, let's say instead of C2N2O5, you had CO2. Well, here, you would expect to translate, we always have a 1 here that we never write in chemistry. If you see a blank, it's a 1. So this 1 would come down, we would expect, as mono, then carbon, and then the 2 would come down as dioxide. Except for one thing. The naming rules, for some reason, say leave out mono at the beginning of a name because it's just ugly. So this would be carbon dioxide. But what if instead of giving you the formula and asking you to name it, you were given the name and asked to write the formula? Well, let's take a look here. Let's get rid of the mono, and then let's get rid of this formula. So let's write the formulas now for these names. Dinitrogen pentoxide. So I know I've got nitrogen, and di, the di part tells me that there are 2 nitrogen. Ox, I know I've got oxygen. The pent part tells me that I've got 5 oxygen. Writing formulas from these names is easy. Carbon dioxide. There's no prefix out here, so that tells me it's got to be mono, so I'll just have 1 carbon. Then I've got the ox again, so I know that's an O. And the di will come down as a 2. So it's CO2.